This is the story of FitMC's. In the endless chaos and destruction on the oldest server on Minecraft, this base once stood alone. In 2016, after the end of the Russia War, the leader of the veteran army known as FitMC embarked on an ambitious project. His goal was to transform an underwater ocean monument into a sanctuary, a place for peace after the long-fought war. So before I go over the creation of his base, let's look back at the role he played in the Russia War. It all started on June 1st of 2016. This was the day a YouTuber known as the Camping Rusher joined the server for the first time, introducing it to his massive YouTube audience. This single video flooded the server with thousands of new players, and the veterans were not too happy. It meant longer queue times for them, the server was much laggier, and they knew something had to be done. This is where FitMC first came into play. A longtime player of 2B2T, he quickly emerged as a leader among the veteran army. At this point, he wasn't a part of any major groups on the server like the Spawn Masons, but he was going to be the key to organizing the resistance against the Rushers. By using his YouTube channel to document various conflicts during the war, he created propaganda to rally up an army. He began killing tons of new players, creating lava casts, bed traps, and anything else to make the new players leave the server forever. This was around the time when I joined the server for the first time as well, and escaping Spawn was almost impossible. Eventually, the Camping Rusher and FitMC had one final battle, with Fit being victorious, and that pretty much ended the war. After that, the server began returning to normal, but with a new audience, this was when Fit decided to set out to build FitMC's. There was a lot that happened during the war. Allies were created, but friendships were also destroyed. Players on the server weren't completely sure who they could actually trust, so Fit set out on the Nether Highway by himself to get over 200,000 blocks out. He wanted to make a base underneath the chaos the server had been through, and an ocean monument was going to be the perfect place to start. The process took forever. Draining the water from the monument was no easy task itself, but he also needed sponges, sand walls, and sheer persistence to get through it. Slowly but surely, the ocean monument was cleared out, revealing the empty shell ready to be repurposed into Fit's next base. However, because Fit was now in the spotlight after becoming a main leader in the Russia War, each new stream that made progress on his base was another chance someone could find it. And from past experience, he knew all too well how easy it was for the players on the server to find and destroy months or even years of progress. He had been a part of several other bases at this point, including Squid Base, Summer Melon, and multiple veteran bases during the war that had all been lost to the violence of the oldest server on Minecraft. So as he continued building out his base, the other players on the server were beginning to find a way to get his coordinates. Fit was finally getting ready to finish his base, getting rid of all the water and mining out the entire inside of the monument. The next step was his design. The first thing he made was a bedroom, a bathroom, and a kitchen. If you want to download the base to take the tour for yourself, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description. These were supposed to be his relaxing places after the war to show that even on the deadliest server on Minecraft, players could find a way to escape the violence. After that, he finished up the hallways, placing beacons everywhere and turning it into a real base. Unfortunately for Fit, even with all the precautions he took to protect the coordinates, the secret base was soon discovered. And on October 16th of 2016, an exploit was used by a player named Chrome Crusher, revealing FitMC's coordinates. The exploit was able to take advantage of the predictable patterns of Minecraft's world generation. Since the lowest layer of bedrock in a Minecraft world is generated in a unique but consistent pattern, Chrome Crusher was able to analyze all of the bedrock patterns from Fit's streams and his YouTube videos he made covering the base. By matching the patterns to its specific location in the 2B2T world, he was easily able to determine the exact coordinates of FitMC's. Luckily for Fit, Chrome Crusher turned out to be an ally, and the only thing he stole was a bit of toilet paper from the bathroom. Since Chrome Crusher was once a part of the veteran army and one of the only players on the server to kill the Camping Rusher, he decided decided not only to keep the base a secret, but to teach Fit how to find other players' bases by using the exploit. But just as everything seemed to be good again, another player was able to use the same exploit to find the base with the intention of destroying it. Once the base's coordinates were compromised, a group of griefers quickly traveled out to FitLantis, and on November 6th of 2016, the base was attacked for the first time. The group was composed of enemies of the veteran army and of Fit himself, and they wanted revenge for what they had experienced on the server ever since joining. They attacked fast, leaving nothing but a trail of destruction behind them. They used TNT bombs and then just lava casted the remains of the base. Just when the griefers thought they had an easy base to destroy though, Fit had assembled members of Team Aurora, a group closely allied with him throughout the Russia War, and they attempted to defend the base. They fought off the attackers as much as they could while Fit tried to get more players to help, but despite their efforts, the attackers already had the coordinates to the base, and there was little more they could do. The damage to the base became too severe, and the beautiful structures that had once stood within FitLantis were now nothing but rubble, marking the end of the base Fit had once called home. As time went on, more and more players began learning the exact coordinates of the base, and soon every block that had been placed within the base was destroyed, and the only thing left was the file Fit had saved to allow any future players to roam the halls of his old base. Despite its short lifespan, FitLantis remains one of the most famous bases in 2B2T history. Its story became a cautionary tale to any player building a base. Discussions about base security, coordinate exploits, and the challenges of maintaining a high level of secrecy on this Anarchy server are constant, and the answer has yet to be found. It shows that even the smallest of clues can lead to a base's eventual downfall. Despite all of this, players including myself continue to build, knowing that their creations, just like FitLantis, will one day be reduced to ruins, but not before leaving their mark on 2B2T's continuously changing history.